Hello and welcome back to the Minorities Report, episode 14. Uh, the cringe time because I think, except for maybe one thing, a lot of what we're talking about is bad.
Yeah.
It's not good thing. Um, I guess we can talk about it because you're just constantly seeing it in our Discord chat. The Flash.
Yes.
So the current season of The Flash, which is like seven, I think. I don't know how many seasons is. It's gone on longer. It should have ended with two, but no, it's still going on. They because there was originally some behind the scenes like pictures that were leaked, but they've officially had a promo pic for Impulse. And for those who don't know who Impulse is, it's he's a member of the Flash family. Bart Allen. He's the grandson of Barry Allen. Um, Sometimes he's Impulse, sometimes he's Kid Flash. For a short time, he was the Flash, but no one really liked him as the Flash. So when he came back, or when he was brought back, he came back as Impulse. But he's being adapted for the CW Flash series. For some reason, he's not a kid because apparently the actor portraying him is like
50?
27.
Like,
I think
how old is Kid Flash? Or Impulse?
he's supposed to be like a teenager.
He's like 15 or 16, right?
Yeah, somewhere around like yeah,
This is like
yeah.
this is like one of those Disney movies where they have like when they have like 30-year-olds playing like 12-year-olds or some shit. Like it's like I mean
Yeah,
it's
pretty much. Yeah, pretty
I
much.
mean, it's like you can tell the character, you can tell the actor is way too old to be playing this character. So just get somebody closer in his age range, you know? If you are going to use like, or if you are going to use a character, just use a character that's actually the same age as the character you're using.
Oh,
You know?
I'm looking into it. There's a reason why he's older.
Okay.
This is a Bart Allen. Apparently, just reading from this, a Bart Allen that is older, funnier, charming, but with an edge. And
Oh.
also, he's no longer Barry's grandson. He's now Barry's son.
Uh. He's
So not only is he not a teenager, but he's now directly Barry's son.
wow. Like why?
Yeah, look, yeah, the actor is 27.
Okay. Here's my thing too. Like. What is he? He's older. What did they say he was? He was more
Old,
charming.
old, older, funnier, charming, but with an edge.
I'm gonna. This is gonna. Conspiracy. Why? I don't know if this is. I don't know if this is intentional or not. But what is with this need to shit on the original product of something?
Don't know.
Like
I don't know why.
Our Barry is like our impulse is funnier, older, and more charismatic, and he has an edge. It's like what? He's black. I mean, who cares? Like, I
No,
don't know.
well, yeah. This one they made black, despite the fact that Impulse is not black. And then they tried to. I've seen some people try to defend it as like, well, Iris is black in this. It's just like, yeah, just because you're of one race and your partner is of another race doesn't mean the kid is always going to be predetermined to be
Yeah,
one race.
exactly.
Like
That's not how that works.
my dad is white. My mom is Filipino, but my skin is Filipino. Like
You do not look white at all.
I do not look white, and like they don't have. It doesn't have to be a black person. That's the thing. It could even so that's mixed. So they're not like obviously black.
I
This isn't how genetics works. It's just like, oh, I'm a white person, and you're a black female. That means all of our kids are going to be black like you.
exactly.
Like, yeah, that's not how it
If
works.
anything, it would be much more interesting if if the character looked very white and then he had like a black parent, and like that would be interesting visually, and like and it would be different. Whereas now it's just everything just feels like it's made.
All of their kids have to be the same.
Yeah, like everything is made now so it doesn't offend some fat bitch with blue hair. Like I mean, goddamn, like, oh my god, that's not cool.
But yeah. So Impulse is coming to Flash. For the Flash 150th special episode. And then will be a recurring guest character. Um, but when they revealed the official promo, they decided to do it as a homage to when Impulse returned um, at the end of Flash War, to mark like the character's actual official return back to canon. Um, say they wanted to do a similar pose to that character, and it doesn't work.
Oh my god.
It looks horrible.
Like it's just like that. And here's my question about that. And here's my question too. Why are they using? Okay, if this is an older impulse, an edgier impulse, a more charismatic impulse, whatever. Why are you trying to match the comic book version? Shouldn't he be like a bit more dark? Shouldn't he be a bit more darker in tone? Shouldn't his outfit match his new attitude? Like why? Like characters are drawn a certain way to emphasize certain characteristics or traits that they have. Like when you see Impulse, you know that he's a kid. Like
Yeah.
like
Impulse for even if it's not Bart in the role, Impulse is always a kid.
and that's the
Kid
thing.
or kid or teenager.
And not only that, but like what I mean, not only that, but like okay, so a character's a character's like description. When you see a character, they should like tell you what kind. You should get a feel for their personality. Like when you see Impulse, you know that he's probably a goofy kid, right? Like
Yeah.
that's what you see when you see him as a character, because a character's design is supposed to describe their personality as well. Like this, if this dude is supposed to be like Bart but older and edgier, then why doesn't he have like a darker outfit? Why is he in this same kind of like childlike pose? He should look different and have a different design. I don't know. It just seems like once again the CW doesn't even know like where it wants to go with its own like concept art or costumes, or I don't know. It's fucking stupid. I hate the CW. Jesus fucking Christ.
But yeah, the pose is not good because with the pose that they are referencing of it, that is only a pose like really a kind of a kid would do,
Yeah.
childish glee of like because in the actual like page that they're homaging, he says wahoo, like an adult would not say that.
Wahoo! Can you imagine?
Wahoo!
Can you imagine some old dude being like, Wahoo! I can run fast.
And
It's,
like when trying to do the same pose, it looks terrible. And a lot of people are saying this looks like a Party City costume.
oh my god, it does.
It does, which is a shame because when you look at like the behind the scene like set photos, the costume doesn't look too bad. It looks decent, but in this promo pic, it looks terrible.
Yeah.
It does look like a Party City costume.
Also, here's my thing too. Like, why? is he wearing this outfit? Like, outside of them being like, oh, this is the outfit that, like, Impulse wears. Yeah, but he's not really the same Impulse. He's, like, a different, he's basically a different character. Even his, like, lineage is different because he's Barry's kid. So, like, why not have things, like, why not have him, like, in a more appropriate outfit and costume for who he's supposed to be? Like, I don't fucking get
Yeah.
it.
Why is he still Impulse?
Like,
Just because that's because they couldn't come up with a different name.
pretty much, like, he should be like, he shouldn't even be the same character. He should be a different character. Like,
Because when Bart joined the Teen Titans, he changed his name to Kid Flash. Because Wally was Flash at that point, so he changed his name to Kid Flash when he joined the Teen Titans, and then Wally's daughter Wally's daughter Iris or Irie, she took on the name Impulse when she ended up being the only one with Speed Force powers. Like, I'm the new Impulse, and like she says it right in front of Bart, and he's like, oh, okay, 'cause he's Kid Flash.
yeah.
He was also wearing the Kid Flash outfit.
What does the Kid Flash outfit look like anyway?
Oh, it's just the same as Wally's one, like the predominantly yellow,
Oh, I see.
like the red boots and gloves.
I thought it was like a fucking onesie or something. Like, I'm Kid Flash.
But yeah, that promo pic is terrible. I don't
And
have
it,
any hopes of the character being done any justice, considering it's a new take,
yeah,
an older take.
like, seriously, if it's, that's the thing that annoys me too. Like, if it's a new take for a character, then why not do something interesting with the character? Oh wait, no, you can't, because, like, oh, this is definitely Impulse.
And also, they're just being lazy. This is the second time they've done a future kid thing. They did that with XS.
Instead of using like a kid, they use like an adult, right?
Instead of using the Tornado Twins.
Yeah, they just used an adult.
Yeah, and that's a weird thing because um XS in the comics is Barry's granddaughter, but they changed her to daughter for the Flash TV show, and then um now you have Bart, who is also Barry's grandson, is changed to son. It's just like, why aren't you using the Tornado Twins?
Like, sometimes, like,
Like, they have kids in the comics. Use the Tornado Twins. You can use XS and Impulse for like other things. Granted, I don't want you to because the quality of your shows are terrible.
yeah, and you just ruin the character by doing it. But I mean, if you are going to go ahead and do this, then at least make it make sense, man. That's the thing, man. Nothing makes fucking sense. Like, it's just like we get these ridiculous we get these ridiculous fucking characters that, like, honestly, sometimes I wonder, like, if they are, like, why make these characters, why use the characters as they are, if you're just going to, like, if you're not going to, like, if you're going to fundamentally change who they are, why, like, use their costumes and names? I mean, because it's not the same character, it's a fundamentally different character. So just say this is an Impulse. This is our take on a different version of Impulse, because it's not the same character. Hell, he isn't, like, where he comes from isn't even the same place. It's a different character entirely, so just be like, this is a different character. This isn't, like, Impulse. Like, I don't know. CW makes me sad, bro.
Speaking of CW,
I was gonna say
Powerpuff
speaking
Girls.
of W. I was gonna say speaking of CW.
Yeah, so CW's Powerpuff Girls because they just love taking properties people liked and fucking them over because it's the CW. There's no originality with them. For those who are lucky enough to not know, CW is doing their own live action adaptation of the Powerpuff Girls. Um, Going from the premise, it sounded terrible from the get go. It's them as adults, and they resented being the Powerpuff Girls, despite the fact if you've watched the TV show, they absolutely loved being the Powerpuff Girls. And they're like, oh, we never got to have a normal life. I'm just like, yeah, you definitely did watch the TV show. They still went to school.
Seriously, they lived like normal children.
They
They,
lived like normal children, but they also had superpowers and they fought supervillains.
and they're like, and that's the thing. What's funny is that they make it out that Professor Utonium forced them to be superheroes when they didn't want to be, but like they want, but it's the other way around. They wanted to be superheroes. He wanted them to just live life like normal little girls. Like he
Yeah,
got
he wanted daughters. That was it. It was by accident that they got superpowers because he accidentally added chemical X.
exactly like they were just going to be like normal girls, but but they saw people getting hurt and they're like, we want to help people, we don't want them to get hurt and shit. We want to be there to save others, and that's what they did.
No, it's oh no, they actually resented it. They actually hated being superheroes. Which is going into our talk. So we'll bring it up anyway. So apparently the same day that it was announced that they were going to rewrite the pilot to this TV show, apparently we can't even really say alleged because it got officially taken down by copyright.
Yeah,
The script was leaked, or it seems to be the pilot. The script for it was leaked, and it is terrible.
dude,
It is god awful.
it's
Like
so
you
bad.
have you have Buttercup saying, "I'm not wearing that dress anymore. It's compulsory heterosexuality."
It's good better. It's good.
You have references to Harambe.
Oh yeah,
It's
because
like
like he's like, what about Jojo? Like, yeah, Mojo Jojo's son is like the mayor, and he's like, what about my monkey? What about my pet monkey? And then his secretary is like, we live in a post Harambe society. I'm like, oh, that's so bad.
I found it. Yeah, it's like, what about my pet monkey? That was meaningful to the last election. Post Harambe, no one cares anymore. That is true. No one cares anymore. That is an outdated meme. But you still thought it was good enough to put into the script.
And you know what's funny, right? What's really funny about that? I have got to ask, who is this for exactly? That's what I want to know, right? That's what I want to know. Like, when they made this, like, who exactly was this for? Because honestly, like, I've seen like I was watching a Jay Longbone stream, and someone made a good point about the professor, right? Like, the professor will say things like Bubbles has to wear pigtails because you have to stay like true to the character Bible, and like you have to wear the dresses and you have to do this or that. And they said that they think the professor is supposed to be the audience, and they think the audience is creepy and obsessed with and it's like, and it just feels like a complete slap in the face. And if you're going to like shit on the audience, right, the people who presumably you made this shit for, then who is supposed to like this? Who is this for? It's clearly not for the audience. It clearly ain't for me. then and if it ain't for me and it ain't for the audience, then who the fuck is it for? You know, like who's gonna watch this? Because like the people who aren't familiar with Powerpuff Girls are going to be less likely to give it a chance than the people who were fans of it growing up.
Yeah, this is definitely not something for fans.
No, it's not.
I mean, considering how fucking terrible this script is, you're better off watching the bad 2016 reboot.
You really are, and it's funny. Like, and I know some people might be like, "Oh, well, it's just making fun of things." You know, it's poking. Like, there's a difference between like poking fun at something and then saying like the original version of that thing was racist propaganda. Like, who is that? Like, how is that poking fun at anything? That's just like, come on, really? Like racist propaganda? Like, seriously? Like you can't sit here and tell me like that's just harmless fun, you know? Like that's just like, that's just like poking fun. That's just like a complete like that's completely shitting on the original show and the fans of that show. Like I don't know, like every time I think of like the Powerpuff Girl, like the what is it, Powerpuff or whatever, I just get irritated because like you took a show that had like that was already really fun and interesting and like was already really fun that people liked, and you turned it into this like kind of like angry, cynical garbage, and the characters don't even have personalities. Like literally they have maybe a slight bit of the personality they have, that being like Blossom's kind of like smart, so she's smart, but she's also like like super slutty. Like all the characters are like super fucking slutty. They all have the same personality traits. There's nothing really to differentiate them from each other. They all have the same fucking characteristics. It's fucking stupid. Anyway, I'm sorry for ranting. Go ahead.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, this script is god awful. Like, you have like Jojo saying, Alessia Lawrence has no experience. She's impulsive and reactionary. Gina says she's exciting, and Jojo says, "You mean she's not a white man?"
Oh god.
Like, ugh, and like all the Harambe jokes. So like the I'm gonna leak your nudes. Oh, I'm gonna go on Insta. It's like, oh, this is who are you trying to like cater this to? Because I don't see who this is for. This sounds terrible.
Like,
And knowing them, one of them's gonna be actually like dating Jojo. Because it's supposed to be Mojo Jojo's son.
yeah.
That's it's gonna. I think it's like, and then I think it's implied that Blossom. It was either. Yeah, I think it was Blossom. Like Blossom killed Mojo Jojo.
Oh, you know how Blossom killed Mojo Jojo?
Oh, how?
So they were fighting a swamp monster, and Mojo Jojo
Yeah.
appears out of nowhere in like an octopus robot, right? Like an octopus mech. And
Yeah.
he shoots at them, and then Blossom like destroys something, and like the rubble, the fragments from the shrapnel from the thing she destroys go through the cockpit and kills Mojo.
Wow, that's that's underwhelming.
Yes,
Terrible.
that's exactly what I said. So that's how Mojo Jojo dies. He just dies to like fucking shrapnel and I guess a robot. I don't know. That's
Ugh. This is bad. But what makes it funnier is that they pretty much inadvertently announced that it was actually the actual script that got leaked, because the person who first put it up got the post deleted because of copyright.
yeah.
You've just told everyone that this leaked script is real. This was what the actual pilot was supposed to be, and then afterwards, they made an official announcement as to why they're rewriting the pilot. Is like, oh, it's because it's a little too campy. It doesn't feel as rooted in reality as it might have felt. Like, yeah, sure it was.
Like, yeah, I'm gonna say, I'm gonna guess you want to rewrite it because it's more than just a little bit campy. I'm gonna guess, yeah, it's a bit more
It's
than that.
terrible. It is god awful. Which is weird for CW that they were so self-aware that it's like, yeah, maybe we should rewrite this. If for CW, if this was CW, if this actually really was CW, they would have just kept that shit in. They would
Pretty
have not
much.
have, they would have not have rewrote it.
Yeah, like, which is why I'm just like, I'm kind of surprised because they would have just left that shit in.
It's weird. Like, I don't know. Yeah, this Powerpuff Girls, it's bad. CW is. I was talking about this with Quill on History. Like CW cancels shows, but then also makes new ones to replace them. So that it's always a weird balance. Got rid of the terrible show and replaced it with a
I didn't
terrible
even.
show.
Oh, when did Quill do a stream anyway? Oh, was this?
Yesterday.
Oh, right, because y'all played Halo yesterday or Destiny.
Yeah, Destiny.
The
Yeah.
game, I like fucking. Oh wait, were you there when Quill was testing out different raids to see if I could like deal with it?
Yeah, I was there. Yes.
Dude, that shit was so horrible. Like, okay, so at first I was like, okay, this is fine, and then like the platforming started, and I'm like, maybe this isn't fine. And then, like, by the time we got near the end of the video, I felt so sick I wanted to throw up. I was like, oh my god, this is horrifying. Like, I'm just like, oh no, I'm fine, Quill. I'm fine. I'm fine. Oh my god, please stop the video because I'm gonna throw up. It's just like,
But yeah, it's bad. I don't know. It's definitely not going to be better with the rewrite. I think it's going to be bad, but for different reasons.
yeah, that's what I think too. I think it's going to be terrible, but yeah, you're right. It's going to be terrible for different reasons. Like, cause here's what I think. I think they don't get why people dislike it. I think they don't. I think they don't get why people dislike it because I said this before, uh, earlier today in VC. I said that I think the CW doesn't get why people dislike their shows.
That, and they're also trying to be like woke on the
Yeah,
side of social justice.
exactly. And like I think they don't realize like that shit is intrusive when you're trying to enjoy a show and all of a sudden a character says something like that like wearing a dress is compulsory like heterosexuality, but I'm like lesbians wear dresses. What are you talking about? What?
Oh yeah, did you hear about that? About the Rugrats?
No. Oh no.
One of the I can't remember the character's name.
Is it Susie?
Um, it's one of the parents.
Oh my
Fuck, I
gosh,
can
she's a
find it on.
lesbian.
I'll find it on. One of the parents is that they've just decided, oh, she's a lesbian. I'm just like, oh, so the tomboy is the lesbian? Wow, very stereotypical.
So one of the parents is a lesbian now.
Yeah.
I noticed that like they always make like they all like they turn people into stereotypes and call that progressive. It's just like no, that's just wait, that's just like if you're gonna that's just as racist and fucked up as like old stereotypes. That's like saying that like if you're a black person you're likely to steal or some shit. It's just it's bad. It's just like stereotypes. People don't like stereotypes for a reason. Because they're not because they like put people into little like boxes and shit.
Oh no, fuck! It's Phil and Lil's mom, Betty.
Doesn't she have a husband?
Yes, she does. Howard, changing her to an openly gay woman.
But she has a husband. What?
Yeah, let's just keep it as bisexual then.
Seriously, just make her bisexual.
But like, yeah, like now, now she's openly gay. Why?
Yeah, I don't even get that. Like, and Howard was a funny character.
Like, okay, why is she now openly gay?
Yeah, Howard was like her husband. But
Yeah,
now she's like gay for some random reason. Oh, she's gay now. It's so progressive this way. Like, why change her gay? Why not just make another character who's gay?
yeah, and of course it has to be the tomboyish butch one.
I know, right?
Yeah, very stereotypical of them.
You know
And
what?
I say, at the end of the day, why does it matter?
It's a,
This is a kid show.
it's like, why do children
Who cares if one of the parents is fucking munching on rugs?
like seriously? Like, who gives a fuck? Why is this such a
This isn't
focus?
why is this such a weird focus? It's like, oh no, this character that's always been married is now openly gay.
Yeah, we just like change the character because like it's always like butch les. It's always like a chick who looks like a tomboy or fits this stereotype of being butch. Like
Yeah.
lesbians apparently
Because
all
the whole point with like Betty and Howard is that it flipped that dynamic.
yeah.
She was the more manly butch one, while he was the meek submissive one.
Yeah, like that was like it was a way of it was a way of like switching gender roles to show that like like to show that a woman could be like to show that a woman wasn't always like the other women, right? Like a woman could be strong and like have traditional what people would consider traditionally masculine traits. Like she used to like watch football with the guys and shit and hang out. She was like one of the guys, and Howard was like, like he used to hang out with the chicks. Like it was an interesting character dynamic. But now these, I guess, oh well, it doesn't matter because this is more progressive. Yay, social justice. Like whatever. And like I said, it's why I hate woke shit. It shits on everything and doesn't understand any of the like doesn't seem to understand or care about anything else except like, oh well, we gotta make everyone gay because like fuck off. I'm done.
Yeah, it's so pointless.
It really is,
But
man.
yeah, but something a bit slightly bit more positive. It isn't really cringy. But depending on who we'd ask, but we have a real superhero in our midst, corrupt
Shadow Vision.
Shadow Vision. So in Little Rock, which you'd have to tell me I don't know where that is because I'm not American. Um,
Oh, Little Rock,
it's
Arkansas. I think. Let me
a
see.
Arkansas,
No, where is that?
the place that is not pronounced as it's spelt because y'all are weird.
Let me see. Where is it? Little Rock. Hold on. Shit. Where is
It
it?
is Arkansas,
Yeah, I thought so.
Arkansas.
Arkansas, yes, Little Rock, Arkansas. That's what it'll be called.
But apparently for like 8 years, they've had their own superhero. He's called Shadow Vision. He's like dressed in all black. Wears like this like fucking looks like it's like he's wearing a helmet. He's like wearing like a fucking like post-apocalyptic or like Warhammer helmet or something.
Yeah, and he has like two swords.
It's two swords. It's like a fucking Leonardo from TMNT was
Oh
an
my
edge lord.
god, he was. Oh my god, he is. While you were chasing pussy, I was studying the blade.
Shink. So, um, apparently, recently, early this month in May, he came out to issue a public challenge to a serial stabber has been blamed for 3 deaths and
Yeah,
also a violent attack. Um, he just wants to fight him.
he's
He
like,
just wants
I
to
know.
fight
Yeah, what did he
this
say?
killer.
I know you've seen my Facebook. I know you've
Yeah,
seen my Facebook slasher. I'm coming to take you down.
it's hilarious. It just yeah, I'm coming out here to fight you. Bring it on, bitch.
It's well, I mean, if the police can't act, if the police can't take him down, Shadow Vision will.
And you're gonna get someone saying ASAP. All superheroes are bad.
Oh my god. Oh hey, you know what? Did you see the latest woman episode of Batwoman?
No, there's something. Well, I don't even know why I'm saying did something bad happen. It's Batwoman.
Okay.
Everything is bad.
So
Happened this time.
okay. So first off, I'll go with Kate, who's like okay. So right now, like you said, I think you told me like so Kate, who was like hypnotized into thinking she's Black Mask's daughter. Where
Yep.
okay, you know what? I need to show you what she looks like because her outfit looks really terrible. Let me
She
see.
just wears like she wears a mask. It's like a
Yeah,
plain mask or something.
Kate Kane, Black Mask. Let me see. Where is she? She wears this really like it's like an all white suit, and like she wears this like uh face mask, and it just looks so bad. Kate Kane, Black Mask. Let me see. Let's see here, outfit. Let's see if I can find it. Oh, that sucks. I can't find it. Let me see. That's weird. That's not like usually it should be in the episode, but it's not here. Black Mask. Let's see. Let me see. Nope. This is the only thing I can find is this right here. And I think you've already seen it. Oh wait, no, here it is. This is the face mask she wears, at least.
Yeah, I've seen that. It's
Okay, so it gets even better. All right, so basically, right. So the episode is basically this. Kate Kane spilled her blood at a crime scene, right? I'm
yeah.
sorry, not Kate Kane, but I almost called her Black Woman. Ryan Wilder spilled her blood at a crime scene, and the police like grabbed her, like got like a sample of her blood, and they're running tests on it to see if it matches the DNA of anybody else, so they can find out who is Batwoman or Black Woman. All right. So Selfie has to has to stop them from finding out who Batwoman is. Meanwhile, Batwoman teams up with Alice to stop Black Matt to rescue her so that Batwoman can rescue her girlfriend and shit. And on the
Uh-huh.
way there, they have this wacky adventure which makes no goddamn sense since Batwoman is supposed to hate Alice since Alice is responsible for killing her mother, right? But it's what's weird about this episode is that it's really the tone is really schizophrenic because on one hand, at one point they're acting like they're in a wacky adventure and Batwoman and Alice is inside of the Batmobile and Batwoman is just like, don't touch that, it's not a toy. And then there's this guy named Ocean who Alice is in love with, and Batwoman is like, ooh, you like him, don't you? You really love him. And Alice is like, no, I don't. And Batwoman is like, yes, you do. And then Batwoman says later, she's like, I'm gonna tell Ocean who you, I never forget, and I'm gonna tell Ocean who you really are. And then apparently she changes her mind from that. So that was fun. That was weird. Another thing that happens, and this is interesting. So Kate and Batwoman are fighting Alice, right? I'm sorry, not fighting Alice, but Kate and so Alice and Batwoman are fighting Kate, right? Who is
Yeah.
in this mask, and she's like a new person, and she kicks the shit out of both of them, and eventually she chokes. She is about to choke the shit out of Alice, who asks Batwoman to help her, and Batwoman just looks at her and goes "You're on your own" or something like that, and walks off. And
Okay.
Alice is like, "No, don't go. I remember your mom," because Alice told her she didn't remember her mom, and it eventually ends with Alice ending up at with Black Mask in his hideout or whatever, and he's just like, I may be able to have some use for her. Put her in the cellar or some shit. Oh my god, this is an unfortunate. This is an unfortunate image. Hold on. I was looking up the image and then I saw this. And I instantly thought Donkey Kong was a great game. But anyway, so basically, and then the rest of the episode is really typical. Oh, there was also one episode where all the black characters got arrested, and it was supposed to be a commentary on the police, and I'm just like, really? This
Another one? Another commentary on the
another
police?
commentary on the police. I'm like, wow, you're so innovative and different. Thank you for this thank you for this bold commentary on the police. Like I would have never I would have never been able to guess that you do something so brave and so bold. Are you fucking serious? Like, all right. So, how are you? So, what else are you in the? Do you have anything else on the agenda for us to talk about?
Uh, no, not really.
You know what? Let's
I
see.
think that's it.
I think Jess had some other stuff. You know what? This is funny. Jess like actually suggested some other stuff for us to talk about, but like I forgot to write it down. I forgot to write it down, so I have like. So I have like no idea what the fuck else, like what else he wanted to like what else he wrote down because like what else he like linked to me because I just like completely fucking forgot about it. And like which I feel kind of bad too because he took all this time to like make up all like to look for like different articles for us to talk about, and I'm like, I don't remember a single thing you wanted me to talk about. I'm sorry, Jess. I'm a terrible friend.
Oh well.
Jesus.
We'll watch Birds of Prey with them.
Yes,
Okay,
that'll
we'll
make
start.
him feel better.
That'll make him feel better.
Exactly, that'll make him feel better. We'll just watch Birds of Prey. Also, I'm
Uh,
looking. So, Chris, I was looking in the chat for the chat to see if I could find the links that he posted. But like
yeah.
everyone in here posts shit like every 5 minutes, so I can't find anything, and I don't know what the fuck I'm looking at. Like, like the chat is so fucking messy. I never know what the fuck is going on in there. It's just like literally it just consists of memes, anime, and random porn. And I'm like, this I don't even know what I'm looking at. Why is everything a meme? Why is there so much porn in here? What's happening right now? Let's see. Why the hell did they post a picture of Goku Black from Dragon Ball Z? What's happening right now?
Because he's black.
That man is black!
Don't shoot him. He's not black. That's an actual line from the dub. Don't shoot him. He's not black.
Don't shoot him, he's
He's like,
not
oh,
black! Uh,
oh no.
Chris,
Yes.
you gotta re-up your subscription to Final Fantasy 14 and play with us.
It's probably set on automatic anyway, so.
How do you get yours set on automatic, but like I can't set mine on automatic?
Eh, who knows?
Like, I can only play
At this point, I'm waiting to get an actual desktop. I can get probably like play everything. So when I was playing Destiny 2 with Quill yesterday. My laptop froze 3 times during the stream.
all right, because
Like, yeah, it's starting to show some wear and tear. Hopefully, it's not that when I actually stream, but like, I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna get an actual desktop now. Luckily, I got a friend. I got a friend who actually I went to high school with. He's also streaming. Sunnyside Jack, if you guys want to check him out, he does some really good stuff on his channel.
Wait, is
he
that
rec-
is
he
that Hack Jack? That Hack Jack guy?
No, that's not Hack. That's a different one.
Oh,
But yeah, Sunnyside Jack. You give his channel a check out. I asked him like what's your setup? Because you look like you got like some top quality stuff. So he just like sent me like this is all the stuff I've got and just recommendations and all that. I was like, sweet. And then like I priced everything. I'm like, yeah, it's gonna cost a lot, but I can actually legitimately get all this stuff.
how much is it?
I just don't have room. That's the main problem. I have the money to get all of this. I don't have room.
Oh yeah, because you have like your bed is right. Yeah, your room is really small. Your bed is right there, and it's across from your, and it's like a few feet across from your door, and then there's like a dresser in between the door and the bed, and then there's like your TV, which is right in front of your bed. Because your brother has the bigger
Yeah,
room, right?
does. He's also got a perfect table, so then I could actually go get myself a proper chair to sit in instead of this bar stool. It's probably not doing any wonders for my back.
You're sitting in a wait. You sit in a bar stool on a bar stool.
It's not a bar stool, but it's similar to one.
It's just like a little stool, basically.
Yeah, pretty much.
You know, like I sit hunched over in this like little office chair I was supposed to replace with like an actual chair like 2 3 months ago. So like I look like fucking Shrek. I'm just like hunched over with like I'm just hunched over.
Get out of my swamp.
Get out my swamp.
Boogers are like onions. They have layers.
Okay, I'm gonna tell you how vain I am about like how vain I am. When fucking
Yeah.
I liked Fiona from fucking Shrek until she turned into like an ogre, and I'm like, ew, she looks nasty now. Never mind.
That's the point.
I know.
That's the point. She may look ugly, but not to Shrek. That's not what counts.
But
It's what inside
but
counts.
Shrek is ugly too, so it doesn't.
Hence why she falls in love with him as well. It's not about the outside. It's about the inside.
Beauty
That's the whole
is
moral of that.
beauty is
Beauty is
skin-
subjective, and the true beauty is
You
inside.
know what? Them niggas need glasses then, because they can't see shit.
I mean, this is a movie where a donkey fucks a dragon. You think
Niggas-
you think they care?
Like I said, you know what? Them niggas need glasses. That's that. You know what? No, it's a movie about people who are fucking blind and need fucking glasses. There you go. That's what you need. Like niggas need glasses. They need some way of seeing because if I were Shrek and I looked at Fiona, I'd be like, probably could do better.
Probably could do. Jesus.
Oh, did you remember that scene where he was like kissing fucking Ariel from the Little Mermaid, and
Yeah,
and then
by accident,
and then she
and then
threw
Fiona
her, just chucked her
shark
back.
infested water.
She chucked her back into shark infested water. I'm like, holy shit.
Shrek 2, that's a good film.
The only thing I remember, that's the one about the mafia fairy godmother, right?
Yeah, it has the best music. It has the best cover of a song, which it makes it vastly greater than the original song, and then it has the best scene.
Oh,
Just
I need
the,
a hero or something
the
like
giant,
that.
the giant gingerbread man.
What was it? I need a hero. Is that it?
Yeah, I need a hero. Yeah,
Oh, yeah, that was a really good song.
it is a fucking excellent cover. And combining that with the fucking Shrek on a giant gingerbread man, fucking like Attack on Titan
I know, like
breaking into the castle.
exactly, like, and then the fucking guards don't even know what the fuck is happening.
Like we'll use milk to kill it. Like less foam.
Oh yeah, yeah, I forgot they use like giant hot cocoa to kill the fucking gingerbread man.
They have like a giant like giant like kettle or something of like milk. They try to melt it, but it only had it started off with like foam, so it just gave it like a weird looking wig, and they're just like less foam,
Let's foam. I remember that.
more steam, more steam
Let's.
to make it hot, so they could melt it.
I remember that. The part was fucking hilarious. It was like, what was it? Oh yeah, and you know what was weird? Like, I didn't expect it to be like as dark as it was when I first watched Shrek. I was just like when Lord Fart, like the first one, right? I didn't expect it to. Oh my god, this chick is like, holy shit, she's fucking unsightly. There we go. Like that was really fucked up. But Anyway, like when I saw when I first saw the first Shrek movie, right? I didn't expect it to be that dark. Like they just straight up killed fucking Lord Farquaad. I was like, Jesus, holy fuck.
Ate him, yeah.
I was like I was not. I mean, I shouldn't be surprised though because like these movies always kill off their villains.
Yeah, that's true.
Like the fairy godmother just like exploded. Also, this is random, but I have never seen Zootopia, and I never play it too.
Just because of the fandom,
The fucking
because
fandoms,
what they turned it into.
dude, it's just fucking porn. The movie. Oh my god, have you seen? Have you seen the like what is it? Sally's abortion.
Oh, I've heard of it,
Oh my
but
god. So
I have no intention of looking at it.
okay, so Sally, right? She's angry. What's the little fox's name? Rick or something?
I don't know. I haven't watched
All
Zootopia.
right. So like basically the little fox dude like knocks her up and then she has an abortion and he's just like, "You killed our baby, why?" And then she said, and then I forgot, she said like she didn't. I think she was like, I don't want to have a baby, and I don't want your baby inside of me." And then she becomes a lesbian and says shit like, "I found a new lover, and it's a fox that looks exactly like him, only it's a chick." And it's just like it's so weird, man. I'm like, what is this comic? I think it's called like Sally's Abortion or Sally's Choice or something like that. And it's like when I saw this, when I like, is it? Let me see. Oh my God, Sally's Abortion Story. Is that it? Let's see here.
God,
No,
I hope not.
Zootopia. I can't even. Let me see if I can find it. Zootopia. Sally's Abortion. Oh yeah, you have to. Let me see. What is this? Nick, I have something important to say. Nick, wake up. Nicholas, I'm serious. You gotta see this shit. It looks. It's so weird. Like it's just about like. It seems like you could even kill our baby for your career. Oh yeah, because they had like a really bad breakup, and then she like becomes gay, and then she becomes gay. And that it apparently there's like this is like a huge comic series. And I'm like, who has time for this? Like, and why? Why would you make this?
Who knows?
Jesus, I Will Survive Part 2. Is that what it's called? Oh yeah, it's called I Will Survive! A Zootopia fan comic. Oh right, I Will Survive. I forgot about that. Alright, let me see. How long have we see here? We have been at this for exactly an hour. We have 2 hours of pure podcasting gold, my friend.
Yeah,
Gold. There you go.
I think
We
this
are
is a better place than any to end it.
we are
Talking about the Zootopia porn.
you know what? We are masters of like podcasting. Oh, I
Yes.
told yes, I like your enthusiasm. Yes. I told my sister, I was just like I really like the podcast, but like I don't like listening to them because I sound like I'm half asleep. It's just like I like the podcast. I enjoy doing it, but I sound like I'm about to pass the fuck out. And it's just like, bro, that's why I'm like, actually, that's why I was wondering if I should do what like YouTubers usually do when they're making video games and shit, when they're like making Let's Plays and shit, and be like, "Hello, my name is Corrupt, and I'm gonna talk really loud. I'm gonna talk in
Not the
this
fake
voice."
fake YouTuber voice.
Exactly, fake YouTuber voice. Like, "Hi guys, what's happening? And this is Corrupt's crib with my homie Chris. Yo." Well, I figure if I started talking like that, you just leave.
Yeah.
Like, you know what? I should probably have the fucking like impulse avatar and be like, "Hi guys." Shit, was there something else that we were going to talk about? I forgot. Let me see.
That was it.
Well, as usual, this. Well, you know what? I guess that's it. So we can. I guess we'll just look for. You know what? We should just look for something else. You know what? I'll look for something else for us to talk about next time. Something
Sure.
gripping,
Yes.
engaging, hard hitting, or we could talk about immigrants being thrown into the sea. I mean, we can always do that. Although I'm kind of afraid that if we did that, like YouTube would get angry, or like YouTube might get angry and strike the video down. Oh, and you know what?
Probably.
This time I'm kind of proud of myself because this time I didn't use an offensive slur. So there you go.
Wow.
I'm excited. I'm excited for myself and for us in the future of our podcast where I don't use offensive slurs. All right, let's shit. What else? I know there was something else I wanted to fucking talk to you about, but I can't fucking remember what it was. You know what'll happen? I'll fucking remember what it is that I wanted to talk about, and then like I bet as soon as I finish, like as soon as we get off, I'll be like, "Fuck! I wanted to talk about that with you."
I mean, just try to remember it for next time, I guess.
There it is. Oh, you know what? Here's a good question. Between Powerpuff and fucking Batwoman, which one do you think is going to be the worst? Which one do you think is going to do worse?
Oh, I don't know. I'd still say Batwoman because it still exists and it's getting another season.
Oh yeah, it is. It's getting another fucking season.
I think even before it came out, it's like, yeah, we're getting a third season.
Bro, another season of Batwoman. I couldn't do that, man. Another season of Batwoman. Like, I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, with all the weird race shit they do on it, and it's just like, and all the like, defund the police and all this other shit, it's just like, bro, this is just like it's like I'm watching an episode of Twitter.
Pretty much, yeah.
Only I can't dunk on anyone. It makes me sad. I mean, I can make fun of the show, but it's not the same thing. Anyway, alright. So, like, I guess I'll see us out. So, I'm Corrupt.
I'm Chris.
Thank you for joining us today. And fuck, hold on. Let me redo it. Let me redo it.
I'm keeping this in.
Okay, that's awesome. Yes, actually, yes, keep this in. This will be funny. Alright, so. I almost said I'm Chris. God damn. I'm Corrupt.
And I'm Corrupt.
I hate you so much.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's do this.
Okay.
Alright.
I'm Corrupt.
I'm Chris.
And thank you for joining us on another Minorities Report podcast. Stay tuned. Join us next time as we talk about I don't know. I don't know what we're
We'll,
going to
we'll,
talk
we'll,
about.
we'll talk about people that aren't on the boat with T-Pain and Lonely Island.
This is we talk about immigrants being pushed into the sea. Why not? Fuck it. Why not? That's a good topic. That's always a cheerful note to talk about throwing people into the ocean. Yeah, like, that's a cheerful note to start a podcast on.
Sure.
All right. Goodbye.
Oi.